Okay. Yeah, we gotta change this up. Hopefully, in the next couple weeks, I'll be able to figure out the later morning version of the Monday commute. This feels like Friday without the actual Friday. Good morning. I see Susie, Delta Foxtrot, Zenon Zolek, Ambrose Chamberpot. Morning. Natalie, good morning. Sue, good morning. Hilda Masi, good morning. Spy Hunter, good morning. Swanky Electric Sean, good morning. Evening. John David, good morning. Lynn and Graham, good morning. Marty, good morning. Florian is here. National, what is today? National Slap Your Annoying Coworker Day. Somehow I feel like HR is not going to be happy about that one. Is that in the USA? It's national, so it's not international. Davmar, good morning. Frank the Tank has made it for a live stream, good morning. Kevin Hawthorne can hear me, very good, good morning. Bear in the Garden, good morning. Rhonda's here, good morning. Gerard, good morning. Pete and John Allen Hines, good morning. Travis Weeks, hello. Damien has made it back, good morning. Dennis, good morning. Daryl Yannick's in Chicago, up early, good morning. Hour behind us. Who else am I seeing? Robert T, Steve Parker. What kind of slap? Yes, is a multitude. A continuum of slaps? I don't know. Elaine, good morning / evening. Good to see you representing the west coast of Australia, is that right? And the rest of the Swanky Laxer family. Daryl, good morning. Victoria, Glenn. Peter's here, birds are sleeping. Good morning. Dwayne, good morning. Ham Hopkins, good morning. I've always liked the Windsor Court entrance. It does seem very grandiose as a court should feel. And they have expensive parking at $11.82 a month. Although, see, this is the kind of parking garage entrance you would want. Separate lanes for entrance and exits. Urbanus has made it to Scotland, huh? It's good that he's traveling the world and able to do the content. It's awesome. Damien's a little tired after the weekend. Sometimes, you know, sometimes the weekends exhaust you more than oh, I could have crossed. More than the work week, depending on how much you got to do. Especially if you got a big family like Damien. There's the Chrysler building. You can see it over there. Lexington Avenue. I don't know, let's go this way. Mr. Big Daz has made it. Bot Simply Bot, Queso, good morning. Ellen Prieto, good morning. Alexandra Tootle, good morning. Wizard of Business here, good morning. Kevin Hung in Long Island, good morning. Not too far off, just a river away. Oh, did I miss you? Where did I miss Yoange? There's Yoange. Morning. It seemed like there was a lot of things going on this weekend. I couldn't participate in them, but I guess there was a Halloween dog parade. Yeah, it's like the vacation after the vacation. You know, weekend after the weekend. Which is why I think we have things reversed. Monday through Friday should be the off work days. Social construct. I kind of like Seth MacFarlane's show, The Orville. At some point in The Orville, they mentioned that they figured out resource management and like food and all that because they had this thing called, I think it was a replicator or something, but it could create anything for you to eat at any time. And apparently they said all jobs are respected as long as you're doing something you want to do. Exploring, art, whatever you want. No one's hungry, and as long as you keep doing what you want to be doing in your field, you'll be all right. That's what we should be like. Maybe some point in the future. This First Republic branch is still open. Anyway, I don't know what the hell I was just talking about, so we got that going for us. That weather is not accurate. It's not 58 and showering, nor is it almost 3 p.m. if you can even see. That's really blown out. There we go. All right, is this actually going to fix itself? Shoot. What have I done? I should have been crossing. Ooh, Park Audio. I think I've been to this high-end audio equipment store once. Now, high-end audio equipment is like, if you go into that territory, you could be spending tens of thousands, you could spend hundreds of $1,000s on high-end audio, even for the home. Those do exist. It's wild. All right, what did I miss? I feel like I missed a lot in my random rants. Their strongest days because they're weekdays, yes. It's finally warmer in Atlanta than New York City. Well, I feel like that's kind of how it should be, right? Usually, if you're more south of us, at least before the equator, it should be warmer, but nothing's a given. All right, if I can cross here, I will. Okay, I still feel like I'm missing a lot of stuff. Hold on. All right, here we go. Let me try to do a full, proper catch-up after I did my oblique cross of the street. Any kind of slap? Well, HR is not going to be happy about today. James, Carla, and Hudson are doing ghost investigations. I guess that's interesting. It's not usually my area of expertise. And perhaps the science behind that isn't as definitive. Scarpetta, it's a nice Italian, they focus on like handmade pasta kind of place, but it is not cheap considering what pasta is. But it is tasty. All right, what else have I missed? It's Weird Al's birthday today. That's big. Oh, Elaine is all with you guys? Oh man, I didn't even realize. How people like had to lay low. Yeah, you're there at Comic-Con every day at your booth, so that whole experience can be quite exhausting. Marisol Rodriguez, good morning. Can I turn in here? Yes, I can. See, I never like when it's like this. There's like no escape. You're really trapped. Okay, hold on. I'm still all over the place. Mike Broomfield, RG Jones. I think I called RG Jones. Marisol, I think I called Marisol. Okay, so let me go down to Gigi's here. Good morning. Oh, this bakery smells delicious. Burke Street Bakery. You can't tempt me with baked goods at this hour. Does my head reflect the stars? Perhaps. Thank you, Marisol, for sharing us out. Mike Diordi, good morning. Well, I spent so much on audio and I bullhorn to your speakers. You know, you asked the important questions. It's supposed to be in the 70s this week for 3 or 4 days for Susie? Whoa. In the 20s in Alberta. All right, you're in the winter. Sarah Paramore's a member. Appreciate it, welcome to wondering what it means to be a member. But really, any support is welcome. All right, make sure there's no bikes going other ways. All right. Night by Satan. I don't know if I go that far. Touring Different Places has made it. Herman Wong, good morning. Daryl wants me to get a coffee and a pastry. I'm tempted. Murphy, good morning. Prince Ice is here, good morning. I think it's actually in the 40s right now. I'm still without a jacket. I'm trying to push this jacketless behavior as far as I can. If I can, I'll push it to November. I don't know if I'll make it. But what is it right? My watch says it's 46 right now. And I got my usual single layer. That's the Empire State Building, by the way, with that orange ring of lights on top. There's the Robot Satan Futurama. I do like the Robot Devil in that show. But jackets have pockets. You know, pockets are critical. This is why I usually transition to a vest first. But I guess with my backpack, I'm not as limited. I can just fill up to my heart's content. Plant a Queen. Mrs. Commuter made a comment that this area of Broadway is kind of becoming Soho-esque. Yeah, is there any more rain this weekend? It's probably too early to officially tell. The weather can change the drop of a dime here. Okie doke. Just kind of taking different routes, I don't know. So we gotta go west. Broadway Plaza Hotel here. Not a very grandiose entrance for a hotel, but there it is. Oh, National Boston Cream Pie Day. I feel like we should get some. Do you pay for ambulance service in NYC? Yeah. You know, hopefully your insurance covers it. Although there is the free, I don't know how they charge, but there's a volunteer ambulance service. Hatsala. I think that's what it's called, Hatsala Ambulance Service. I think that's free, being a volunteer. Flatiron Sonder. They got a smart rental store in there? All right. Anyway, I don't know what the weather's going to look like. All I know is the weather of today. Yeah, this church also had a fire at some point. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to do a flea market on the other side of that church on the weekends. I'm not sure if they've resumed that since, I think they have actually, but I haven't been in the area in a while. Again, apologies if I miss anybody. Walks on Wall Street doing a tour of Stuyvesant Town soon? I saw Walks on Wall Street at Red Hook yesterday, I believe it was. Not in person, I mean, I happened to be on my computer. Gio, good morning. Sandy Hill, good morning. We're kind of getting into Chelsea. I thought the melt shop closed. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's for rent. It was like a sandwich shop, like grilled cheese type stuff. Garage prices, $650. I mean, that was what, like a 10-minute walk between that last garage that was $1,100 versus this one, which is half the price. Ang Lee's 69th birthday. And Ryan Reynolds' 47th birthday. I did not realize Ryan Reynolds is 47. John, good morning. Make sure there's no bikes. You never know. Especially on, what are we, 6th Avenue? What are we? Where are we? What is the, why can't I remember the name of it? What is that cheese called? Where they take like a half of a wheel of cheese that's very nicely heated up and slide it off onto your food. Take a good chunk of melted cheese and put it over whatever you're eating. It has a, why can't I remember the name? Someone knows. But that's what I want right now. Word finding difficulties. The Gruyere is a type of cheese, but I think it's a very specific name for this process. Raclette, that's the one. Thank you, Karen. Raclette. That's what I was thinking of. China Lace, good morning. Yes, these actors, they stay young through the power of money. A lot of scaffolding, but you kind of get used to it, you know? What is this? This is an entrance to a rooftop here, but there's also a little old school van. My opinion on spray cheese, I've never been really exposed to it that frequently. And at this point, I feel like I would just rather have regular, proper cheese. Oh, I think that's SVA, the School of Visual Arts. I'm just kind of going west. That's why we're seeing some new things than if I were to go more west-south. Now we're on the west side, so maybe I could go a little more left or south. Bye Bye Baby is actually, or was actually, part of the Bed Bath & Beyond family. It's kind of a nice store for all your baby supplies. It's unfortunate that that one's not here anymore. Yeah, proper cheese. I love proper cheese. One of my favorite types of cheeses is actually something called manuri. All right, I know it sounds very close to, horse poop, but it's more like a feta cheese, but like a little less intense. You can see the lights at Times Square in the distance than feta proper. Anyway, I like it. I think this is a whole food delivery zone. Baby, my name is Kusura. Good morning. Stickley Audi and Company. Not exactly sure what it is, but I'll tell you that it's probably expensive. Tech guy. Good morning. Stu likes a nice strong Stilton. I'm not even sure if I know that. Try Velveeta. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had like that kind of cheese. I don't know. Maybe that's for the best. There's a Volvo. Where's Gert? Pumpkin slices baked with garlic and herbs, cream, topped with Parmesan cheese. That sounds quite good. It also sounds like at that point it could be anything, not just pumpkin, but delicious either way. touring wants some cheese, I would suggest checking your local grocery store. This is like a fancy apartment building. The rich are not up too early. Some of them are. Some of them are not. Dwayne could eat some pirashki with cottage cheese. It's interesting how we got on a cheese topic. Davmar's got some sort of dynamic link libraries that like to say good morning. Maki's here from Japan. 25th Street, 8th Avenue. Let's keep going west, why not? Did I visit the new Wegmans? I did not. Although it looks like pretty much as I predicted, because I am a psychic. That somebody would have covered it from the streaming world, and it sounds like Live Walking NYC was there, and then Action Kid did a video, recorded, so and there might have even been others, but yeah. Cheese bagels with maple bacon. Ah, DLL files. Of course, that's what a dynamic link library is. I still remember there was a like a tech conference at the Javits Center years ago that you were able to get free tickets for by doing something online. It was called Digital Life, I believe. Hello, Maddie. Let me do it for you. Anyway, they had like a little trivia thing at one of the booths, and the one that we were doing well, and the one that got us, like we're computer guys, you know, we like this thing. They asked us, what does CMOS actually stand for? CMOS. I'm like, dang. That's tough. Like BIOS, you know, basic input output system, but CMOS. Apparently, what they were looking for is complementary metal oxide semiconductor. Anyway, that's that. And if you look up Digital Life, that conference has not existed since 2007. Not a conference, more like a convention. It's like Comic-Con for tech. So that's how long that stuck with me. That's a planet. I don't know what planet, but it is a planet. Maybe Venus? That was Ambrose's second guess. Did you give us your first guess? Norel, this is the way. This is the way of the let me do it for yous. Long nose, doggos, let me do it for you. Picking as long as you. I have no idea what's going on with that. They got like a little back alley for this group of stores here on, what are we, 9th Avenue already? We made it to 9th Avenue. This Sullivan Street Bakery's over here. We're still on 25th Street. We'll just keep going west. I don't know. Today's probably not the day to go towards the Hudson River without a jacket, but you know, let's do what we're doing. Another one of these city bike racks that they really crammed in the bikes you can't get through if you needed to walk over. You gotta hop it. All right. But it's because there's more room for bikes. Joe Schmo is here. Good morning. Yeah, usually if there's a problem with your BIOS or settings or something, you need to reset it. One of the fastest ways, unless you're on a newer computer, is just to pull out that battery and then make sure your power's not plugged in and just press the power button to like fully drain all the capacitors. And I think you've made it. Yeah, we gotta go to it looks like a clear sky, so I think the sunrise is gonna be nice over Manhattan. Like the only thing I could use, I could probably go down to like 30-degree weather without a jacket. I just need gloves. My peripheral circulation is not the best. I don't know if it's because of my oddly disproportionately long limbs. Maybe.
That does not make it.
Am I riding a bike? I don't really ride bikes. Not that I can't, I just don't. Joaquin Moore, good morning. Oh, they're gonna fly some military planes later in the afternoon? Interesting. David, glad to help a little bit. Andrea Stevens. Just the gloves and nothing else, that's true. That's gonna be my clothing line. I'm eventually gonna come out with our own merch. It's gonna be called Just the Gloves. Ooh, a garage. .462 West 25th Street. If anybody wants to look up how much that townhome sold for at some point, if it's in the records. See the edge up there. You can see the High Line right here. But the High Line doesn't officially open until 7, although it's 6:51. And there's no entrance here. Aren't clothing lines named after food these days? I think they're named after everything these days. Planet Venus will be visible in the sky until 4:12. I'll be surprised if you could see it even after the next couple hours. Yes, David, the newer motherboards tend to have that. And these days, I don't even bother. A lot of motherboards let you flash from a BIOS file without even having to like go in from a USB drive, without even having to go into the BIOS, and like not even turn. You just like plug it into the right slot with the file name named the right way. Turn it on, and it'll like auto flash the BIOS, and that's just how I would reset it. Darlene, good morning. Never tried making my own yogurt cheese. Bear in the Garden's done with the rain. Bob Doyle, good morning. The wind's picking up as we get closer to the Hudson. Hopefully the microphone's doing its job. Or the dead cat microphone cover. Is Venus in the east in the morning? Well, right now I saw a planet in the west. Again, I'm not 100% sure that's Venus. We could always check. Marlboro? Charlie Brown teacher mode. Womp 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 womp. Monthly space, how much? I can't see. It doesn't say, it says available, inquire within. So, not cheap. Yeah, I always preferred a desktop computer. I like the portability of laptops. And I guess in terms of convenience, the ideal method would be, use the laptop and dock it wherever you go. That way you always have the same set of files. But now with cloud computing, that's not as critical to do anymore. Depending on your risk tolerance and whatnot. Again, more of Hudson Yards over there. But we're gonna go south. Yeah, I found some older Pixel devices in my drawer. I decided to start messing with some of those. Since they're not in support anymore, put some custom ROMs on them just to mess around. Then I noticed that one of the Pixel's batteries was bloating. So I said, you know what, I'll use that as an opportunity since the back's already coming off the phone to open it all up fully and mess with it further. And it turns out with phones these days, they won't even let you operate them on a USB cable only. Like, let's go this way for a minute. Like they have something in their programming that says if there's no battery plugged in, we will not turn on for you, even if there's a power cable in. Apparently, to get around that, you would have to, depending on the phone you have. If you have an older style phone with a properly removable battery, you would just solder 2 parts of a USB cable directly to the ports inside the phone. But on newer phones, you have to cut the ribbon off of the battery that plugs into the phone. It's like a little Lego style cable that it plugs in, and then you have to find the right solder points on that to solder the USB cable to. At that point, it's easier just to buy a replacement battery, which I did, because I would like to keep tinkering with those phones. Anyway, helicopter's over there. As long as we keep moving, we should be all right. We made it to the Hudson River. 30 minutes to get here. I probably could have done that faster. I don't see any cars, so I'm going to go to the middle. But my understanding is that thanks to Europe, like in a good way, phone manufacturers are going to have to go to like easily removable batteries again, which is good. I think it was thanks to Europe that we got Apple to start using USB-C cables. Dwayne, I had one of those phones. That was the most annoying year of smartphones I ever had to experience. It was the Galaxy Note 7. It was recalled twice. They took back the first one and then sent out another one and then recalled the second one. And then I got sick of it. I think that might have been the year that the original Pixel was also going to come out. So I pulled an old phone out of a drawer at that point and just started using that until the Pixel came out. iPhone 12 was banned. Yeah, I heard, especially France, I think. I heard about it on this stream. iPhone 12, too radioactive. I think that they're going back to that, David. My understanding is we're supposed to be going back to completely and easily removable. It's a nice gradient in the sky. Batteries. You guys made it to the Hudson River. I hear a louder, I think the official term is crotch rocket. That is also a planet. All right, let's identify the planets. Let's play the planet identification game. There's more of the Hudson Yards. Oh no, I don't want to open camera. I want to open Sky Map. Okay. Oh, I've not used Sky Map on this phone. Hopefully it's better than it was on the 7 Pro. It was really bad at... That is Venus. So Venus is there. And then that one is Alderaan. Oh no, that's Jupiter. Alderaan. That's Star Wars. There's actually Aldebaran. Anyway, yes, Uranus is actually right next to Jupiter on the Sky Map, but there's no way we're gonna see that with our naked eye. At least not in this lighting. I don't know. Can you ever see Uranus with your naked eye? Like even in the best. Nah. Nah, I mean the planet. I don't mean using like mirrors. Philip, good morning. Am I gonna be in Halloween costume? I might be. Am I knowledgeable? I am only knowledgeable with the assistance of technology. Thanks to the power of Google Sky Map, which I thought they stopped releasing completely. I thought they were going to pull it from the Play Store, but I guess it's still out. Piers 62 has a carousel. I don't think I knew that. You know what? I'm not going to walk all the way. I will. Not possible, Gigi. Oh, I got to get back to Starfield, man. I've been so busy with the Unraid server when I'm going to have some free time at home. And now, my main computer is, has been encoding that 8K upscale of the 360 video from Comic-Con. I think we're at 60 hours left. It's been encoding since like last Wednesday. Remember, I started at 133 hours. That was how long that encode was going to take. So we got that. Sweden was here. Yeah, we saw Volvo earlier, Gert. Any cruise ships today? At least nothing obvious. You can see. I think that's the. Is that? No, it can't be. What is that? What bridge is that? Because it looks a lot like the Verrazano Bridge. No, I think that is the Verrazano Bridge. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I'm a little worried about the video, Gigi. Well, I'm worried for two reasons. Reason one, it might still crash. You know, the longer something like this goes, the more chance I feel like it has to crash. The other reason I'm worried is that I added a denoising filter on top of it, which I've never done before in a 360 video. And I don't know that doing a test that takes a week and then the results aren't going to be that great is going to be good. So maybe we'll get the 360 video of Comic-Con out by Christmas. There is one up right now for members, but it's like the 4K version because YouTube, for whatever reason, got rid of intermediate resolutions between 4 and 8K. If they never did that, I would never have to upscale. I just feel like you lose enough information going from 6K to 4K in a 360 video that it's worth. The juice is worth the squeeze, as they say. All right. We're in Chelsea Piers. No cruise ships on the ship radar. Thanks for checking, Bear. Here's the Manhattan 2. When Manhattan 1 sinks, that's the one I'm on right now. We're all going to transition to the Manhattan 2 here. It just looks like a diner inside. Joshua, good morning. I should still be able to walk around the perimeter of some of this, and then the next part will like take us through a garage. Oh, Bluestone opened a coffee shop here? I don't think this is that old. Anyway. I do like technology. Ooh, look at this gymnastics at Chelsea Piers. Wow, and they got kids playing soccer at 6 in the morning. Yeah, this is the one thing I don't like about this Peak Design backpack. It's nice that the shoulder straps are so easily adjustable, but it comes with the caveat that they also loosen on their own. Pier 61, the Sky Rink is apparently over here, as is the lighthouse. Alyssa Stenberger's here. Narelle's not liking this viewers to likers ratio. Shaquille, thanks for the thumbs up. David thrives in technology. Hey, I think technology is great, especially when it augments our existence. This Celestial City Cruises looks like an interesting boat. It's like a catering house on the water, at least based on what I see. And it's got really glassy walls. We haven't really gone through the boats of Chelsea in a while. You can see some interesting things here. I guess you could potentially go out on the water on some of these things. Now we're at the fitness center area. Did they change the name of the bowling alley here? At some point, I don't know if we're gonna hit a wall. I think we should be able to walk around the driving range. 7:05, I think we're doing all right. The Utopia 4. Is that a super yacht? Looks kind of super. This one's just Sail Away New York. A little too wobbly. Actually, will we be able to walk around the perimeter? It looks like they're doing a bunch of work there. I think it might be closed. I feel like we're not going to be able to walk around it. Based on... Yeah, I think the gate is closed. That's unfortunate. You used to be able to walk all the way around the driving range. All right. See Lavender, good morning. Good to see you. Okay, he's the Commodore 64. Commodore 64 is really neato. What kind of chip you got in there? A Dorito? Can I even get through here now? Because I'm so used to going around the driving range. Hopefully we don't lose service either. They got stackable parking in here too. Just random cars strewn about too. I don't know. There's a car that's made of chairs and paint buckets. I use the Apple G too. And we're out. On the other side of the driving range, I guess another collection of boats over there, but trying to get those high school kids to be the next Venus and Serena Williams at 5 a.m. Let's see. One World Trade up ahead. Gosh, we haven't even hit 14th Street yet. It's 7:08. Oh man, I feel like I gotta pick up the pace. Last time we did go around Pier 57. I guess we should do that again. It's much nicer than going on this side of it, I think. I don't know. Probably ice skating rink around here. There is one in Chelsea Piers. I forget exactly where it is. I do smell salt water. Joyzy. That seagull is just floating there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. With the wind, it's just taking advantage and cruising. Train watch is getting buffering? I'm not seeing a drop in bitrate on my end anyway, but it could just be not caught up. Gert, yes, I did walk. The saunter does take us down the Hudson River walkway. That gradient is really nice again. Look at that. Don't worry about the time to slap your coworker day. I remember. Damien's got to eat. Enjoy your lunch. Gia said it's not salt water. Well, someone mentioned Hudson River does have salty water until, like up until Westchester or something, right? Or even farther. Farther north? I don't know. Somewhere up there. Somebody can confirm. Zappin' Boy, 7:10 a.m. Also, taking that exact collection of text and putting it into Google would have yielded the same results. Not to be too snippy, but you know, sometimes it's fun. That's why one of my favorite websites is letmegooglethatforyou.com. LMGTFY. Let me Google that for you. I don't know if it still works the same way, but it's really funny the way it works. When somebody asks you a question, you go to that website and then you put their search query in there and then you give them the link that it generates. And then you send it to the person who asked the question. And when they click the link, it'll take you to that website and it'll type out their exact question into the search. It's really like a passive aggressive. It's hilarious. It'll type out the search phrase for them in front of their eyes so they'll watch it be typed in. It'll hit enter and search it for them. Jason Freeman was sleeping in Chicago. But then he might hang out with Daryl Yannick later. Not if you have tabs or multiple windows. What time is it in Sweden? Let's Google it. Oh, jeez. Somebody jumped really hard there. This is not my name. Isn't that from You Do Not Mess with the Zohan? But that is my name, yes. Sorry. I don't mean to confuse. Too Techie. That could be a good channel name. Gribby's at 8 months of membership. Good morning. Have a great day. Thank you for the support. Look at this. Very creaky. Right next to Little... Man, calm down. Right next to Little Island. Nick, good morning. Gia, hello again. Is it Gia or Jaya? But hello. Look at that wooden shack. Look at that. Sometimes Baby Commuter says, that's why I say, like, she goes, look at this. They're also 30 months. Party time. Touring is very upset every day. I hope you're doing better. Sooner rather than later. Let me Google for you. Around 30 months. We've been doing this for a while, haven't we? A friend and I were thinking about doing some, maybe utilizing Static Computer, my secondary channel, and doing some home streams, like evening streams from indoors, where we just chat movies, TV shows, maybe can stream some games, just whatever we do. Twerking is the best exercise. Seems very specific. That's right, Norella. It all counts. Yeah, my hands. All I need right now are a pair of relatively thin gloves, and I'd be perfect. because like this is about as fast as I can open and close my hand right now. Look, that's required effort. I just don't have great circulation in the hands. That's just me. Not too techy. That wouldn't be bad either. Opera's a bit, is Opera okay again? I thought Opera was good, then got purchased by a questionable company or something, and was bad for a while, but it might be good again. I don't know. The moon is here. Good morning. Didn't see the moon today, but we saw Venus and Jupiter. But then again, we didn't see the moon till now. Makes sense. I've never seen Moon FXR and the moon in the same place at the same time, so just saying. Should they call it Little Island or Little Islands? We didn't, Jeffrey, but we did imagine it. This is Manhattan, Zappin' Boy. Hottest and coldest we've streamed? We've definitely streamed into the mid-high 90s at some point. The coldest we streamed, I think we got down to single digits at some point. And that was one of the days, it might have been single digits with wind chill, but that was one of the days we walked over the Brooklyn Bridge, or one of the bridges, but it was very, very windy in addition to being cold. And my thighs actually got super, super cold. I'm not sure what that guy's doing with the trash can, but I don't want to get that close. Still dark in Metro Atlanta. Atlanta is 864 miles west of NYC. That's interesting. I feel like it feels like it's more in line on the eastern seaboard. I didn't realize it was that much more west of us. We learned some things. John has used many browsers. Yeah, I have Chrome, Edge, and Firefox installed in my computer also. Edge because, you know, it's kind of forced upon us. But actually, Edge is not that bad anymore. In ways, even though it's based on Chromium, I think it's better than Chrome. I think it might even have better RAM management. But that's probably also going to go out the window as they accept more and more Chrome features. Yeah, if it's a working day and we got to commute, we're going to be streaming. So we're only limited by the days of the week, really. Northeast Tennessee starting to get some sun. You could see the Statue of Liberty in the far, far distance, just beyond that flag right there, right in the middle of the screen. Here's the beach. Still in a respectable order. The sky does look very nice. You can see the line of the sun's light hitting the buildings. It is nice to hear the water hit the pier, but at the same time you don't really get the same peaceful, serene ambiance thanks to the West Street traffic here. But that's part of New York. That's just how it is. Maybe Commuter do a stream soon. I should. Spread the wealth. Bagels and Walk Sean has made it. Good morning. as we've been talking, but also the official announcement, even though the whole thing has been leaked already, the DJI Pocket 3 should be this week. Well, actually, I think it seems like they're bringing back the Osmo name in the Pocket. They took it out for the Pocket 2. The first one was called the DJI Osmo Pocket. Now it's the Osmo Pocket 3. Yeah, why do they like the Osmo name so much? Yeah, so the problem is the Pocket 3 is not, it didn't come out before Comic-Con. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach out to ReedPop. I'm gonna see if they can put the Comic-Con back on for this, or next weekend, so I can record it again. So they're gonna be reaching out to everybody who was at Comic-Con and just have them come back for a day, so I could record them. Hopefully that should happen. The sidewalks need these. Swanky Laxter must cleanse. Just stand in front of one of those sprinklers. Nabool, good morning. Good to see you. Mine near a national park? No. I think they consider this a city park. I don't think it's considered a national park. And that light's really reflecting off that building. If they're not awake yet, they are now. Unless they have some powerful curtains. Hudson River is very nice. Dirk, good morning. Probably could start going into the city soon. Back in. Exploration Obsession, good morning. Sharks going back to Florida. Man Explores in Jersey. Could be looking back on this right now. Nick's got some fog and rain in Oregon. Ron, I think it's much more north of here. The bikes have their own path to the left, right next to the road. 32 in Ohio. We're not there just yet. Though we're really not far away. At 46 or whatever it is right now. That's up to 48 now. The new RoboCop game looks good. Yeah, it kind of does, right? Didn't they also release the demo and it's like gigantic or something? Shelly-Ann, good morning. We'll be in the 70s and a few days later in the 30s. Perfect. Some color changes occurring already. Well, already, it's the end of October. Maybe not at this one, maybe we'll cross the next one. All right. Actually, we probably could have. I think we walked down this path before too. In recent weeks, I mean. In the past, we've definitely gone down. Frank the Tank, glad you enjoyed. Jeffrey likes the Monday walk. Well, it's different than before. Ooh, it's a little bouncy on this walkway. I felt it, especially as he was running by. Dwayne's sitting at below freezing temperatures. I'm assuming that's Fahrenheit. I doubt it's in the 70s Fahrenheit where you are. All right, I think I might start making my way to the city. Yeah, Christopher Street might be a good one to go to. Dora's coming to NYC for Marathon weekend. I don't know the weather yet, but I'm sure we'll have a general idea what the temperature is going to be. But it also could change quickly. $84 on Halloween for Peter. I wonder if people will take advantage of that for lesser clothes, costumes. You're out to the gifting of the memberships. Did I miss it? I don't know who received it. Bear in the Garden. I don't think it's your first rodeo. But welcome. Toleration button. Thank you. The traffic lights here last a long time. They kind of keep West Street moving like a highway, essentially. Caught it. What type of C-3PO is like a protocol droid? What exactly is he? But yes, there's a C-3PO stopping wars over there. Narelle, we'll do another gifting if we get to 400 likes. Dwayne's in too cold and too soon. And I got people climbing the scaffolding to do some graffiti up there. If you build it, they will come. Getting into the West Village-ish area now. It's a nice little street. Weehawken Street. Oh, Weehawken, like New Jersey. Put a street over there. Ah, some mixed use is coming. I would like a jetpack. Oh, are these people's these are people's front porches. 170, 172. If you want to look up those, I think we're on Christopher Street. But yeah, people just have front porches here and the front doors, little picnic tables. Kind of cool. Is there touring? We haven't had a substantial snowstorm in so long now. Like substantial. You know, school's closed kind of a snowstorm. Although, I don't know, are kids gonna get any more snow days, or they're really just gonna make it all remote learning? You gotta give kids a school day, a snow day on blizzard days. It's like, no remote learning, come on. Freedom Tower, One World Trade. Really, Narelle? That townhome in the West Village? It must be super small, or those are just old prices. Volvo. I don't know if I care for G-Wagons very much. I don't know. I guess it's just me. People have their preferences. Forecasters predicting a warmer and colder winter. Yeah, maybe we'll get both at the same time. Swamp Thing's predicting a bad winter. We shall see. We shall see. I don't want to wait for our lives to be Nobody ever says that about me. I think it would be funny if Mrs. Commuter had to tell that people about me. Oh, he's friendly, don't worry about it, he just wants to say hi. She has got some bodily functions to attend to. John David predicting a blizzard for next December. Bright Horizons, expensive daycare. Well, they're all expensive. It's Manhattan. The sign said, please be respectful, no dog, and it showed a picture of a dog with a X through it for no peeing and no pooping. I mean, like if your dog starts pooping right in front of their building, like are you gonna pick up the dog and run with it as it keeps, like, I mean, I can understand not like bringing it close to the side of the building to pee on it, but what, huh? Is that like a little driveway? We're on Morton Street. Must be named for the salt. Yeah, you have to pick up after your dog no matter what. It just showed no pooping. What is this warehousey looking office? I see computer stations. It's kind of nice in there. When is it a good time to buy a house? Officially, I don't know. I'm not the best person to ask, but I'm assuming when interest rates, well, I got Herman Miller charge, I think, on mortgages and whatnot are less, so percentages are lower. Whenever that is, but actually I know, yeah, whenever the money you have to spend is lower. That's the general rule of thumb, I would say. Of course, the more you're able to put down, I guess the lower your payments will have to be, but it's not the only aspect to look at. But I'm not an expert on any of that. Check with Cash Jordan or Walks on Wall Street to see does real estate now too. Make sure I don't hit my head or anything. This whole tree is lined with, this whole street is lined with ginkgo trees is what I was trying to say. I think, yeah, I do like feeling, when we're not doing extreme weather streams, I do like feeling cozy inside when there's really bad weather outside, yes. Which part of NYC has the most restaurants? There's restaurants everywhere. Some streets, like Restaurant Row, is just one restaurant after another. But you could say the same thing about Mulberry Street in Little Italy. In Little Italy, every single storefront's a restaurant, essentially. So, it really depends. Oh, that was a rat. I don't know if you saw that little rat run by, but maybe it wasn't that little. It was near the corner. Oh, we got like 30 seconds to cross. We should take it. Looks like there's a doggy daycare there. I see dogs just in the windows on the second floor. The San Gennaro feast makes no sense. There's just more restaurants in front of restaurants, essentially. Yeah, it appears to be a doggy daycare over there. And more dogs being added right now. On the way, on nice to be over. I'll send you straight to Dawson's Creek right now. Yes, literally, how much is that doggy in the window? Not for sale. Or something, I don't know. I like the color of that Wrangler. Carmine Street. I think it's out of fashion, Raw. But I think she hasn't seen it in a while too, so maybe if we bring it back into rotation, she'll have renewed appreciation. Yep. Nah, I usually don't throw up any decorations. The only ones I'll put stuff up for is Christmas, but even that I feel a certain way about, because I'm kind of all about the opposition of the social construct. But I just like trees so much. I like the concept of evergreen trees enough that I will go against my ways. Still can't go in this park at this hour. I mean, hey, maybe I could. Somebody's in there. Who's in charge of opening this? If there's somebody from the city have to come by, while I really want to, I'm not gonna sit in that chair. I really want to though. Tasha, good morning. There's some big leaves right behind the chair. You really feel like a king if you sit there. Jason Freeman really loves Wayne Dang on TikTok. Girls going shopping. Uh-oh. Koalas and drop bears. A faked doorbell with a spider jump out, squish your finger. Hopefully you have a real doorbell to record that, because that would be pretty funny to see on the on like the Ring. Yeah, there's a little birdhouse there. Anyway, least we got to go in the park today. 7:30. Oh, yeah, 7:30. Let's go. Let's get to work. As John Cena seems to always say every time he's about to run down the ramp when he comes out for a WWE visit. King of the infestation in the chair. Yeah, maybe. What's in the middle of the plant? It does look like an easel, but I think it's just being used as what is the official term for that in like the plant world? Trellis or something, where the plants can grow like a vine up the structure. Anyway. Thanks everyone for joining today. I think Kid Darling has made it in as always at the last minute. There's a really small mouse over there. Do you see that? Can you? I don't know if you can see it under the chair right now. It's kind of a really small mouse. I think it went back into the bushes. Exploration Obsession does think it's a trellis too. Okay, good. How do we do on the likes today? 347, pretty good. I feel like we do pretty well on Mondays, and I think we might do even better when I'm able to start a little bit later again, if I can. But we'll still have the early starts on Wednesdays and Fridays either way. Everyone, Steve, good to see you again. Anyway, yes, thanks again everyone for joining. I appreciate Super Chats, Super Stickers as always. Any kind of donation is always appreciated. Just spending your time with me is more than I can ask for. For members, Patreon, PayPal, thank you. To Narelle, thank you for the lottery, as always. The Powerball, the Narelle Powerball, Mega Millions, Mega Narelle Millions, Mega Commuter Lottery. I don't know. Okay, I'll get there eventually. Subscribers, thank you. Non-subscribers, thank you too. Thanks for the thumbs up. If you haven't already, think about thumbsing upwards or downwards, whatever you want. Leave your honest opinion. And think about subscribing if you haven't already. Nikki usually wants a song. I think it's called Monster by Reckless Love. That's a good one. I think that's the one. Hopefully that's the full name. And of course, thanks to the mods. But now that we're here, we're also there. Whatever that means. So, have a great rest of Monday. Tuesday, we'll see you Wednesday morning, most likely, for early morning commute up to the Upper West Side from Kips Bay area. Until then, bye!